Hello and welcome to another NowoCraft video. It has been quite a while, hasn't it? You find me here at spawn, a little island chosen as the starting point for the AdultsCraft Season 4 Java Server. The first encounter at spawn at the beginning is always great, meeting people from previous seasons, but also new ones. And here we are, right back in my memory of that moment. Touching base with each other, saying hello, sorting out communication and connection issues, making sure everything works as planned. A lot of work went on in the background, especially by Mr. Me and that bike guy. And although they are on the crossplay server, they eagerly watched our start as well. Not everyone could make it, returning members like JD, Peaky Miner Crow, Fox Blockhead, as well as some of the new joiners couldn't make it. But the rest of us, as is tradition, posed for a starter picture. Wow, look at the people smiling, anticipating the new adventures. So here we are again on that little island, and I will be making my way to the place that Vegas Vic and I chose for our base. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record any of the original journey, so I have to make it again, and this time alone. Because originally, of course, I wasn't alone. We all explored the island a bit, built boats, and then we set off. And Vic and I set off together as we had decided to have a joint base this time and pool our resources. So we crossed the island until we reached the other side, and then we started our long journey of several thousand blocks to our destination. It was quite a long journey, I have to admit. We had to row for around 5,000 or even more blocks. So that's quite a distance, and we all know that there are distractions, sometimes quite dangerous distractions. And we knew that this long way would not be without its dangers. Especially as there were 2 ocean monuments on the way, which we had to give a bit of birth. And then Vegas Vic found something really cool. A sunken ship. So we decided to explore that ship a little bit, and that was when disaster struck. At least for me. I died. In fact, it was the first death of the season for anyone. Yeah, that was a bit painful, because of course I was transported back to spawn and I had to do the whole journey again. Vic was so nice and waited for me, and together we completed the rest of the trip to our island without any problems. The island where later Hardwood would join us. And here we are on that island, and you can see why we chose it. It's got a village map, and Vic is an absolute master in dealing with the villagers and getting them to level up and everything. So let's have a look around what we could work with. So this is how we found the island. It's really cool. It has everything we needed, a little bit of sand, lots of trees here, and just a week later it looked very different. In fact, this is what we finished in just about, let's say, 10 days overall. Wow, we were quite busy and also terraforming a little bit. And as you can see, I've already got diamond armor and even an elytra. Yes, we have been busy since the start of the season. Now come on, I'll show you what I was up to. You have to watch Vic's videos to see what he did. So first of all here, this is our villager area, and Vic this year decided on a free range village. So this won't be quite how it will end. And especially the Matratzenlager, as we call it in Germany, all these beds together, will be separated. But you get the idea. Yeah, we have trees, every single tree here for building material. And this is the first thing that I built. A wool farm. Yep, in the beginning we only had white wool, of course. But as you can see now, we have all 16 colors. And as you can see here, I use a block of wool to show which sheep has which color, because I get confused sometimes, and sometimes you need to change things. This is nice brown ones, and this isn't even what has been here from the beginning, because I already took quite a lot over to a second island where I have a separate project, which I'll show at some later stage. And yes, especially the white ones. We had so many white ones. We have several large chests at the end here, not connected to this sorting mechanism. Like most things that Vic and I build, these are open for all. So if anyone needs some wool, they can come here. Now the second thing I built, you probably remember from earlier seasons. Oh, look at that. Look what's here. We have 2 llamas. Oh, where's your master? Where's the... I actually bought stuff of the traveling tradesman here, but he kept annoying me. Sorry, he had a little fall and accident. I love bamboo. I find it so satisfying. Just the noise, just listen to it. Isn't this like the most satisfying noise in Minecraft? I think so. Anyway, with the new upgrade, it has a lot more uses, and this was actually one of my favorite building materials in the season 2, where we had a modded Java, and you could do a lot of stuff with bamboo, even more than you can now with the bamboo, and you could add paper to it, and it was fantastic. So we're still not quite there, but it's good. I'm very happy that finally you have more uses for it in plain vanilla Minecraft. It's also, of course, a very fast growing resource that you can very easily use to quickly get building blocks. Okay, let's turn the bamboo into stacks. And once that is done, we can move them in the box here. And as you can see, that little field gave us 81 blocks of bamboo. And as you can see here on that wall, I've used the bamboo quite extensively. What for, you might ask? Well, it's my field. It's my semi-automatic crop farm. I think I've built one in every season since season 1. And I don't know whether it was season 1 or 2, whether I actually named the field after Flash Rabbit. So a big shout out over to Flash Rabbit. I built one again, and I see there are lots of carrots for you. Only this time I decided to plant all 3 of them: potatoes, carrots, and of course wheat. And here you see how it's harvested by simply letting the water rush over it. You can close it again and you have the field. I've tried it actually, and the water yields less harvest than, for example, using a hoe, a diamond hoe with efficiency, fortune, etc. on it. That actually gives you much more, but it's also more work. I mean, it's fine, all that, and I sometimes use it as well, but I like the water thing. Now let's quickly go to sleep here, and then let me show you where everything ends up in. So basically I have a little underground storage space, and of course you recognize the auto sorter, and I link you a little quite old but still working tutorial for an auto sorter. And here we are. I've not used it that often, and look at that. That's quite a harvest I have here. And I planted more carrots because I needed more carrots and more potatoes, so we have more than wheat. I did a couple of times just planted them on their own, and there's of course the seed. I also have, you can't see it here, I also have a composter so we can reuse the seed. And speaking of reusing the seed, let's do just that. Let's sow the seed so that nature grows the seed and then we eat the seed. Yes, that is indeed the beauty. We sow the seed, nature grows the seed, and then we eat the seed. And okay, enough of this quote. Don't know if you recognized it. Anyway, I think I showed my age here, but yes, I've done it now, and that's already the end of this first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. There will be another episode next week, and that episode will be about one of the big farms I built. And let's just say you get something golden out of the farm. So yeah, all the best for now, and see you soon. NowoCraft over and out.